And then we go to the final one. The final one. My heart, my love and joy for League of Legends. The reason I got back into it and played thousands and thousands of games over the past like 2 3 years is Viego, because it is sad to see that it's bringing a tear to my eye. It's sad to see that Riot Games has removed that champion, because I truly do miss him, but he's just gone. He's gone because the current just absolute trash that is wearing Viego's face in the champ select screen is not not the champion that I am top 10 most played on, because yeah, what was his purpose anymore? That champion is just a passive. Like, they've removed everything there was about that champion. How they displayed him with the event was abysmal, and what they've done with him since is just a shame, really. And my solution to fixing Viego is fucking re-release him. Fucking everything you've done in the last 2 years, just pretend you didn't do. Just delete him and then bring him back next patch how he came out on release, and then balance him, because what you currently have is trash. He doesn't have any lifesteal in any of his abilities anymore. He can't build damage or assassin, really. He is tank Viego is probably the only viable way, or bruiser ish if you get fed, and then you're still going to lose the game because you're useless. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to even do with this champion anymore. I've tried. I love that champion, or at least what he used to be. But the only time that champion is good is when you're not playing that champion. So when you are hiding in the back of a team fight, your team kills someone, and then you get into their body, and then you can become useful. But until that point, he's trash. Is even if his passive is overpowered, they could have found ways around fixing it. Like, they could have, like, they nerfed so much. Why not just remove the ability for Viego to ult out of the body he's currently in? That's what makes him so strong. He gets to ult 5 times in a fight. It's what allows him to keep resetting. It feels amazing when you do it. But destroying everything he is to the point where it is now, it's not worth keeping that. I'd rather just get rid of it. Give me back my lifesteal. Give me back the ability to do any type of damage. I can't one-shot anyone anymore, no matter what I build. I could go full lethality. I could go full crit. I could go my usual Kraken Slayer Bork build, and no matter what combo I perform, I am not bursting a squishy, especially not in the time frame that I need to. Not to mention, in the current meta, there's not many squishies really left to burst, and chances are they're usually building like a shield bow or Rod of Ages. You just can't do it. It's actually just grief to do anything other than tank Viego. And if you're building tank Viego, why? Like, what are you providing, really? Are you just hoping for the pop off moment in the team fight? Because you're not providing anything outside of that. And you don't do your jungle well because you don't have any life steal anymore. I don't know. I hate to see it. Not to mention him being the Ruined King. He was supposed to be a dominant, world threatening monster. And everything they did with the event wise kind of just didn't feel like he was a threat on a global scale in any way. And they know that there was a lot of poor decisions made with the event, and they've addressed it. And so yeah, I just want my champion back. I want to have fun. It was the reason, like I said, I got really back into playing League of Legends. And there's just it's rough seeing. It feels terrible playing him. Like, it's definitely, even if they want to consider that he is balanced as he is right now, it's not enjoyable. It's not fun to play. Uh, Fix it. Find another way to balance it, because this feels like asshole, and I don't think it's balanced. I think that He's bad. I think he's really bad. Like, if a Viego is winning a game, you could have played another champion that won that game as well, and probably done it easier than Viego did. Take Lee Sin right now. I've been playing a lot of Lee Sin since I can't play my boy Viego. In a fight, if I was to do Lee Sin versus Viego, for Viego to win that fight on Lee Sin, I would have to hit a fully powered charge W before Lee Sin hits me. So I'd say I'm hiding in a bush and he walks past. I have to hit a full stun, and I'd have to hit a Q, and then I'd probably have to dodge his Q, weaving auto attacks in between here, and then I have to ult him. It will not kill him. I'll probably have to Q him again, and I still don't think even that would kill him. I'd probably have to dodge around some more. He's gonna hit his E. He's gonna probably ult me. I'll survive those. I'll probably have to hit another W, and then I might kill Lee Sin. I might need one more Q. And that is the current state for Viego, and that's building like Sunderer into an Eclipse Lee Sin. On the other hand, Lee Sin is hiding in a bush and a Viego walks by. Lee Sin is going to hit his Q. Lee Sin is going to auto, E, ult, Q. I take Ignite. He doesn't need Ignite. Viego's probably at like 10% HP. He probably needs 2 to 3 autos to die. Viego's in no position to kill him. It's just way easier. And that's just the state of Viego. And it's just like, why would play him when I could just play Lee Sin, which is 10 times easier. Lee Sin has to do one thing right. Viego has to do 7. It doesn't make sense to me. Please fix him. I want to play Viego again. Desperately. I love that champion. I want to have fun again. But, like, give him what he was back. I don't know which direction you're planning on going with him. It doesn't look like you're going any direction at all, because he got nerfed 20 times. You gave him 1 buff, and he still feels like shit. And it doesn't look like that's going to change. It looks like Riot might do a little buff here and there, little tweak. Give a little bit, get a little AD on like his fucking Q, reduce the cooldown of his W by 1 second, and he's still going to be complete shit. They're not going to give him back what made him the Ruined King. The current Ruined King doesn't share any stats that the Blade of Ruined King put on him. You don't even build Blade of the Ruined King on the Ruined King anymore. Riot, what the fuck are you doing? Please fix that. So yeah. Make Viego an assassin. Make him a bruiser. Not make him a tank. Remove his fucking passive. It doesn't make sense for him to ult out of his fucking passive. It does make sense for him to heal when he hits things, because he's the Ruined King. These are things you've already built into the game. Removing them to try and balance them isn't solving anything. Please, Riot, this is how you should fix your champion. Bring him back.